All right, shalom, shalom. Hey, really quick. Um, it says single Milwaukee mom worries about Christmas for daughter as she waits for unemployment pay. All right, so this article was pretty much, I guess it was worthy enough for me to make it part of the Panic Season series. Lord willing, I can make this a thing. Quick hitters. Just got two precepts. But the reason why I chose this article is not to bash, this woman. I'm sure she's ignorant of the fact that Christmas is a pagan holiday. And the Lord, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, wasn't born around this time. He was born in the spring, all right? But most of our people do not do extensive research. They just follow what the preacher is telling them in the churches. And so, of course, we can see why that would skew their, understanding of these different pagan holidays, or just knowing about these pagan holidays. But that's why you had a men of the Lord set up, so we can teach these things, and so our people can know these things, all right? But this article speaks volumes for, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And being that we're in a pandemic and the so-called white man is trying to force vaccinate the majority of the whole world and ultimately force implant what we call the mark of the beast, which the Bible calls it that, which is the RFID chip. All right. This is, their plans. And while they got all these things going in motion, capstoning their enterprise, the New World Order, our people are worried about buying Christmas presents. Very, very disturbing, being that we live in these times. But it shows you the unawareness, the complete ignorance, not to any fault of hers. Who knows? She might find the truth and might not worship this shit, because America's destroying our people and they really don't see it. They really don't see it. It's destroying our people at a vast rate, and it has been doing so. And finish it. It's like, in fact, it has finished our people, like the video game Mortal Kombat. Finish him. America. That's what America is right now. It's finished. Okay, it's divided at an all-time high, literally on the brink of a civil war right now. Just some things to name, but our people are more worried about Christmas presents for a pagan holiday. All right, and the Bible talks about this pagan holiday, and also it talks about the children of Israel and the complete blindness and complete rebellion. And I'm going to start with Isaiah 1 and 3, and then 1 and 2 on down. And then we're going to get what it says about Christmas. Isaiah 1 and 2, it says, "Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. For the Lord Yahweh has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me." All right. And it's speaking towards the Israelites. All right. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Who are in fact Israelites. You are not American to no extent. All right. But this is what the Lord is saying. All right. Because heaven and earth is a witness against you. Okay. Everything that we suffer is a witness against you. Everything that you go through, all right, is a witness against you. Okay. The fruit of our doings. But I'll continue because I don't want this to be long. It says, "I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me." All right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The president of the United States is not ruler over you, is not king over you. God is, Yahweh is, and his son Yahweh Shai shall rule over us. All right, verse 3. "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel," all right, "but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider." All right. See, you don't consider, all right, that who you are. Neither are you trying to find it. All right. you're too busy being complacent within this illusionary society. All right, and I say that because this whole society is brought up on lies, and that's all you see on the TV is lies. All right, all on social media, lies. Everything that this Western civilization perpetuates is a lie, and it was built on lies. All right, no matter how true it seems. Like Christmas, right? It just feels good. The spirit, and it's a heavy demon, because immediately you hear a Christmas song, you'll feel that Christmas spirit, and then you become complacent. All right, worshiping Satan's holidays. All right, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers. Now, mind you, this is the Lord speaking on us. All right, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. All right. And it's like I said, it's ain't a personal shot, but most of our people are they in this mindset, still in this mindset in 2020 with all the knowledge that's going out, but it ain't her fault, but then again, it is, who knows? You might get the truth. Isaiah 1:5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. All right, and that's why there ain't no real leaders among you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Just a bunch of feel-good preachers. Just a bunch of prosperity preaching hirelings. All right, Jeremiah 10:1, it says, hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. All right, so don't be frightened at the signs of heaven. Why? For the heathen are dismayed or frightened at them. All right, for the customs of the people are vain. All right, what are the customs? It's going to explain. It says, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe, they deck it with silver and with gold. And mind you, they're taking a tree out of the forest. They're cutting the tree, all right? And it says the hands of the work, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. So they're cutting a tree with an axe out of the forest. What else do? They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. So the tree is upright, right? It says they are upright as a palm tree, right? It's standing up and it's fastened to the ground, and it's decked with silver and gold. All right? What does that remind you of? Bells should be going off. That's Christmas. It's plain, and I'm not going to, go too deep on this. Just you can brush the surface and automatically you can see that it's talking about Christmas, man. It says they are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. All right. And when you go to the Christmas tree, you kneel. All right. And you place your present on the ground underneath the tree. All right. It's a form of idolatry. It's a form of idol worship. Kneeling and prostrating to a tree. All right. Which means basically you're giving reverence to, the tree. All right. Because they cannot go, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. And it's talking about the idols. These people worship, which is the heathen custom. All right. I believe it's an old Babylonian custom. All right. And so these heathen are afraid of these deified objects. All right. And we're not supposed to. We're supposed to watch out for these things, man. But hey, now if for those most of you Christians out there who are panicking over not buying Christmas presents or not being able to buy Christmas presents. We know the struggle is real, but our people do not have their focus in the right place. Their focus is supposed to be on the Lord Yahweh and his word. All right, which the Bible, a lot of you have this in your homes already. A lot of you go to church, but you don't study. All right, you don't study. Okay, and a lot of you are offended of this word, by and by. But the point here is that, our people are supposed to be focused on the right things, and of course we're struggling, but really it's self-inflicted. If our people woke up out of this, they wouldn't struggle as much. They wouldn't, be so hurt, when they fall on, hard times. All right, this is 2 Ezra 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. All right. And what part having, a holiday, a happy holiday, that's a burden of man, because what, you gotta toil and go to work to buy things and so on and so forth. So this hard work, that's a burden of man. Why? So you can please your children by buying them presents. Now, nothing wrong with buying presents. What is the day and time you're doing it in, and it's the name you're doing it in, So it says, put off the weak nature and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Right, so you're supposed to be, in a mindset, a pilgrim type mindset, spiritually and physically, to flee from the times that we live in, because these are evil times. All right, these are perilous times, meaning dangerous times, the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, and that's another point I wanted to draw out, that our people are more worried about buying Christmas presents rather than understanding they're living in the time of their trouble. All right. Verse 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happened shall be done hereafter. All right. So it's already been crazy things going on in the world. All right. And now, all right, there's supposed to be even more evils happening. All right. For look, how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. All right, and that's what our people are supposed to understand. All right, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom. All right, Lord willing, this is edifying.